I'm a trans man and I'm gay and I have been pregnant and I've had an abortion before.
I would say you need pills, but that's probably the problem.
I'm HIV positive. Like, I really don't have to disclose my status.
Black children need to be separated from white children and any other race.
You are the elephant in the room, sir. Looking like Big Back Mountain. Get out. And now, as if this episode hasn't been demented enough, we are going to have to unfortunately turn it up a notch and react to woke TikToks. Let's go.
Being misgendered can be an incredibly painful experience.
Hey, bro.
Hey, what's up? Have you heard the good news?
Are you pregnant?
That's not possible.
Blossom finally got a good wig?
That's even less possible. Even better. I'm going on tour. I am so excited to be doing a live version of my podcast at the Blaire White Project all over America and Toronto, Canada. Each show will have a signing, a meet and greet, a special hangout for VIP fans, and a portion where you can grab the mic and talk to me, ask me questions, drag me. Don't do that. I would say my podcast is pretty uncensored, but imagine how uncensored we can get together in person. I'm a little scared. We're stopping in Austin, Phoenix, Washington, D.C., Brooklyn, Atlanta, Toronto, Canada, Minneapolis, Chicago, Orlando, Dallas, Houston, and Nashville. Get your tickets now at x1entertainment.com/Blaire White, link in the description. You guys know I have not done any in-person events in years, literally. So I don't know when the next time this is gonna happen. This is something very special for the Blaire White Army. So if you're a member of the Blaire White Army, I'm going to need you to make sure you don't miss the Blaire White Takes America tour. See you soon. This one looks promising. Captioned, I shouldn't have to disclose that I have HIV.
I put HIV positive on my all my profiles. People don't want to touch you. I remember being on a date with someone. So I brought him back to my place. Was like, okay, I need to tell you something. I'm HIV positive. And I remember he looked at me. It was like I murdered him. I was like, I thought he was going to beat the of me. He was like, I can't believe you wouldn't tell me, and you gave me HIV, and was just losing his mind. And I'm like, no, that's not possible. Even if I bled on you in an open wound, that wouldn't happen. I'm undetectable. But he just didn't want to hear it. Now the way the law goes, being undetectable, I really don't have to disclose my status. Right. And you think about it, anyone that you meet on your first date or if you're hooking up, are you I have diabetes, I have high blood pressure. You're not telling them any of this shit. Yeah. Where HIV is now, if you are undetectable, you don't necessarily have to disclose that. I don't think you're putting anyone at any risk that you have to necessarily go through that. But it's because of the stigma and shame that I feel I have to disclose. People would look at that as betrayal.
Would they look at it as betrayal because that's just their oh so invalid opinion, or are they just looking at the objective reality? Because that's attempted murder. That's attempted murder. Were you raised in a barn? That is some weirdo, backwoods, in another timeline, you would just be an incest hillbilly. But yet here you are, this enlightened they, them. That's this person's pronouns. An enlightened they, them. Thank God you have evolved from the ancestral hillbilly into the enlightened they, them who has sex with men and does not tell them beforehand that you have HIV. That is attempted murder. And you should be in jail. But unfortunately, this person is not necessarily violating the law in all places, because in California, they made it not a felony. They downgraded it from a felony to not disclose. And listen, I understand that HIV and AIDS is not what it used to be, babe. It is not, the 80s or the 90s where it was inherently a death sentence. This person, their soul is sick, but they don't look like they're withering and dying right now. So clearly it's not what it used to be, right? However, the entitlement, the narcissism that it takes to go around in life as a they, them, expecting people to respect your pronouns, but you don't have enough respect for your sexual partners to be like, hey, just so you know, I do have HIV. That is, we got to pull the plug. This is what happens when you overdose on queerness.
I'm going to be real. Black children need to be separated from white children and any other race when it comes to education, because no other race, especially white people, will tell the black person's history truthfully about where they come from, who they are, and what they are. The white person will only suppress the black person's history to maintain their genetic survival, to bring about a news story that doesn't even exist.
Imagine being so anti-racist that you get up on camera so boldly, so bravely, to say that black children should be segregated from white ones. I mean, that is just beyond, sir. And to genuinely believe it, right? Like, not be saying it as a joke. To really believe in the busted, crusted, and disgusted Disney movie playing only in your own head that you are the hero of the situation. That you're coming in to set it straight. And I am so sorry to inform you. I don't want to get too deep here. If you think that only black people have a fake history being told to them, we all do. The more I look into history, the older I get, the more I realize we have been lied to every step of the way, and that cuts across all races, babe. Sorry to say, you can't really segregate. We're all in this together. High School Musical, we're all in this together. We are all victims of a regime that lies about who and what we are. And we're all victims of being told a story that is just inaccurate about who and what we are. You think that the people at the tippity top running this world, who runs the world, not girls, Beyonce, you wouldn't even know their names. You really think these people see themselves as even human, or do they see themselves as above white people and black people? We're all some peasants. Get your mind right.
I'm a little trans girl, small and cute. These are my pigtails, yes, they're real. When I get all steamed up, I can pout. That take me over part sounds kind of inappropriate though. So I'm going to stop the song there and keep it kid friendly for all my young followers out there. Stay proud, stay beautiful, and stay kind.
Reopen the mental wards. You know what? I'll even do the world's my own act of service if it means that it just goes so overboard and they start locking up real too. I don't give a this person needs to be locked up. I'll do a 6-month stint. I'll do my time as long as y'all lock this person up for life. Right? Because this is unfit to walk the streets. There's no get out. I'm gonna need Miss Pinky Pigtails over here to be included in that mass deportation plan, Trump. This makes you want to call Trump. Let him know what's really going on. And you know what? That might buy some of the undocumented immigrants some time to get those papers, because he's clearly going to prioritize this. This needs to be fixed first. I don't know what goofy ass country you even send this to. Perhaps an island. Perhaps into orbit.
Why do you support Kamala Harris? Is she brat?
She's so brat. Oh my god.
She's so brat. What makes her so brat?
Just like has that I don't give a energy, and that's so brat. Like, and Charlie XCX branded her as brat.
Yep.
So we have to listen to Mother.
Thoughts on the TikTok ban?
I'm uneducated about it, but I think it's ridiculous.
It's a wrap, right? It's a wrap. It's over. It's over. You know, the one thing Kamala Harris ate on was saying that this age range just a little bit stupid. You know I have a lot of younger people that follow me, and so I'm just really glad not all y'all are like this, but this is called the end of a civilization, babe. This is that collapse they've been talking about. This is that collapse we've seen in history from other countries, other, powers throughout history. Yeah, this is the end. Brat. I'm going to need y'all to stop getting your political opinions from rich and famous people while also simultaneously saying the Republican Party only cares about rich and famous people. This is y'all. Libs will go on and on about how Republicans only care about wealthy people, the rich. Oh my God. And also, did you hear Oprah is voting for Kamala? Me too. Did you hear Beyonce is voting for Kalama? Oh my God. Charlie XCX said brat. Not to mention, if you're going to get your opinions from any celebrity, I'm going to at least expect them to be an American. I am once again begging Brit Bongs with bad opinions to stay out of America's business. And this is why y'all are getting arrested for memes, put in prison. We've seen what y'all have voted yourselves into over the years.
Why are y'all voting for Kamala Harris?
I don't want to lose my rights. Like, I'm a trans man and I'm gay and I have been pregnant and I've had an abortion before and I don't want to lose that. I'm afraid of not being able to be myself anymore because from what I've heard, Trump's America doesn't want me to look like this. So
Trump's America doesn't want me to look like this. She said it like she knew she was just so the baddest bitch, and you're not. Like, what are you worried about? Trump's America doesn't want me to look like this. Yeah, he's really going to be putting up policy about that horrible haircut. I mean, that would actually benefit everyone. Please stop talking. Because when you speak, no value comes out. Nothing of any worth leaves those little lips. It's sad. It's sad. And when I talk about victims, it's really the common theme, how we've all been colonized and sterilized, right? There you go, right? Because this is a bitch who's been colonized and sterilized and came out somewhat on top because I'm living a relatively productive life. This is up on camera talking about, I'm a gay trans man and I've had abortions. Her friend don't even look like she believes what her friend is like. Damn, I didn't know you were this dumb. I'm just in it to wear cool makeup and whatever. You're really about this life, aren't you? I would say you need pills, but that's probably the problem. That's probably the root of this problem.
White people are truly so dense. So there's this woman that had a cool dog, and my dog was cool with her.
My God.
With her dog. So they like played a little bit, and then her friend like pulls up, and we start talking about my dog. She's a German Shepherd, Belgian Malinois. And she's like, oh yeah, like all the dogs that protect like the president are Malinois. And then I start talking about how like trainers end up being super racist, and they are racist, and then it perpetuates a stereotype of my dog that like she doesn't black and brown people, which is the opposite. I literally told them, I was like, I trained her to not like white people.
Stereotypes against dogs now. My God, look at that demented little face. Look at that egghead starting a video talking about white people are dense. So here's like how I'm fighting stereotypes against dogs. The fluoride. The fluoride. Again, if Blaire White never taught you anything, fluoride-free toothpaste, stop drinking tap water. Because ain't no way if that pineal gland was even cracked open a little bit, even a little bit, she would be up on camera talking this dumb shit. And it's sad. It's bleak. Imagine what her life is like. Let's picture that. Let's picture that. What kind of miserable you got to be going through to be talking about white people are so dense. Let's talk about dog stereotypes. Somebody's dogging you. Clearly. It is at this point that I have to inform you that I have indeed tapped out. This has been quite a ride. I mean, I'm not sure what it does to my brain to have just rapid fire these people coming in and out of my consciousness and trying to entertain y'all while doing it. I don't really know what it's doing to me personally, but can't be more harmful than that fluoride, right? Thank you for watching. Subscribe to this channel as well as my main channel. Follow me on X and Instagram. Subscribe to this podcast on Spotify, all the places that it exists, and I will see you on tour and in the next video. It is at this point that I have to inform you that I have indeed tapped out. This has been quite a ride. I mean, I'm not sure what it does to my brain to have just rapid fire these people coming in and out of my consciousness and trying to entertain y'all while doing it. I don't really know what it's doing to me personally, but can't be more harmful than that fluoride, right? Thank you for watching. Subscribe to this channel as well as my main channel. Follow me on X and Instagram. Subscribe to this podcast on Spotify, all the places that it exists. And I will see you on tour and in the next video.